What's up guys, it's Will back again, and today's review is La La Land. La La Land is a romantic musical film that was written and directed by Damien Chazelle and primarily follows the romantic duo of Sebastian and Mia, played by Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Sebastian, a jazz pianist, and Mia, an actress, are both struggling artists living in California that are finding it increasingly difficult to achieve their goals. Sebastian wants to open a jazz club but can't ever gain access to the funds to do so, and Mia works at a coffee shop while she also auditions for various roles in the hope that she can one day become a successful actress. Well, one day the two meet and strike up a love connection, and the rest of the film is spent watching Sebastian and Mia fall deeper in love, while they also attempt to balance this new love with their own personal career aspirations as well. Okay, so as I've told you guys before, I'm not a huge fan of musicals, so needless to say, I didn't go into this film expecting to love it, and excuse my language, but the only thing I could say to myself when the credits rolled was, holy shit, I did not expect this movie to be this good. You know, when I, someone who doesn't enjoy musicals very often, loved a musical from literally start to finish, that it's simply a great film regardless of the format. Don't hold me to it yet because I'm not 100% decided, but La La Land might be my favorite movie of 2016, and that's saying something. I think the single most impressive aspect of La La Land for me was the romance. This one just felt very special to me. Maybe it's because Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling have played lovers 3 times now, and they just have that perfect chemistry with one another, but I prefer to view it in a simpler way. This is simply 2 great actors at the top of their game. The acting performances from these 2 are just off the charts good, especially Emma Stone, who just had me floored with how good she was in this movie. There's a couple scenes sprinkled throughout where she really gets a chance to show off her range as an actress, and it was just incredibly impressive to watch unfold on screen. But in terms of the romance itself, what I loved about it was the fact that these are 2 people in very similar places in their lives, and they can empathize with one another in a way that they each need. They reassure one another that they have what it takes to succeed, and more importantly, they inspire and motivate one another in a way that feels extremely genuine and admirable. I think this is the sort of love that we're all searching for, and I think that somehow the filmmakers found a way to make it feel like a fantasy, yet also grounded in reality by making it feel real. There's ups and downs like you have in any relationship, and the way Sebastian and Mia overcome this adversity is once again admirable. That's just the best way to describe it. So as I said before, I'm not a huge fan of musicals, and the reason for that is that sometimes I feel like characters breaking into song and dance gets in the way of the story. But in La La Land, it never feels like the music is acting as a roadblock to the drama. They supplement each other really nicely, and while I was extremely impressed by the quality of music this film sports, I was equally impressed by the choreography. A lot of it, especially the opening scene, is extremely well done, and several of them are done in one long shot. It was just crazy impressive. Whether it be song or just normal conversation, what the filmmakers were able to pull off visually in this movie is nothing short of amazing. The feats they pull off with various lighting and composition techniques are so unique and unlike any other film that I've personally ever seen before. These techniques not only enhance the dramatic impact of specific scenes, but they also help transition very smoothly from real world to La La Land song and vice versa. This helps make it so you, the viewer, are able to jump in and out of song and dance in a way that feels natural, and for me, that's a feat very few musicals are able to pull off. The last thing I want to discuss is the ending. I don't personally believe this is a spoiler at all, but if you're worried about that in any way, please skip ahead like 20 seconds. But here's how I describe the ending. Beautifully tragic, and I loved it for that because it brings the story back to reality and shows just how important these 2 lovers are to one another and the impact they've had on each other's lives. It was just beautifully done, that's all I can say about it. But overall, I surprisingly love La La Land a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it had mesmerizing acting performances and a great romance story, fantastic lighting and camera work, exceptional music, and a beautifully tragic ending. And there was absolutely nothing I didn't like about this film. I'm gonna give La La Land a 10 out of 10 and recommend that anyone and everyone see this one in theaters whether you love musicals or not. It's easily one of the best films of the year. So did you guys see La La Land yet? What did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if not, let me know whether you'd be interested in watching this film or not. And as always, if you like this video, click that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for much more content like this. That's all for now though. This is WillFoxification signing off. See you in the next review.